Alright, so we're playing against Liliana Vest again. This time, the hand's a bit more promising. We got green, we got red. We're gonna keep it. Am I going first because I lost? No. For some reason, she's always going first. I guess because I'm the challenger? Some other weird logic like that? Okay, now I definitely want to play Terramorphic Expanse. Bring her back up. Activate. And grab a mountain. I tell you guys, when she pulled that thing last time, where she, like, made me discard a card with Ravenous Rats, you know, I chose a creature, and then she zombified it out of nowhere, that really made me feel like it was, like, a horrible thing. Like, seriously. Have you ever played, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! And, like, there's some crazy Cyberstein combo, and your opponent, you know, pays a bunch of life points and gets a Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon onto the field. You feel like they're cheating, right? What can you do? Gonna lead with Predatory Sliver here just because it's a bear. I don't know. It's a bear +1 to other bears. Oh god. Anyway, yeah, if she pulls a Ravenous Rats on me this time, I'm probably gonna discard something like Giant Growth, not Shock. No, I'm gonna discard Destructive Force because chances are I'm not gonna be able to play it. Even if it could save me in the future. I mean, it's a weird card, right? It destroys field advantage completely. And to be honest, I don't know why it's in here other than it won one game against Hannibal. And then that made me see that it was a good card. But to be honest, anything that destroys 5 lands and kills everything with 5 health, I mean, if we got around to playing some crazy late game, you can see it. If I had Shivan Dragon out and a green spare, Destructive Force, make my Shivan Dragon survive. That is not going to happen in this game. I'm playing against a black deck. Nothing's going to survive. I might be grim here, but I know how this game works. So she's got a 2/2 flyer. I know the kinds of things I'm fighting against. I think I'm just going to go with the 4/4, because I'm fighting against a 2/2 flyer. Not a big deal right now. She's got a lot worse. We're going with my 4/4 Beat Stick. A solid card in sealed, really. And this is sealed. I mean, when I'm fighting against the likes of a possible Sengir Vampire next turn, it gets rough, man. It gets really rough. We might as well go with the plain 4-mana 4/4s while we can. And while it's relevant. Oh, there's Mark of the Vampire. Yeah. If I had something, this wouldn't be a 4/4 lifelinker to kill me every single turn. But I do have my own 4/4 now, so this just means, ultimately, I'm losing rather than her winning. Not a prospect I consider too different from each other. Giant Growth, Shock. God, that's the worst part ever. There's nothing I can do. If anybody right now is saying, Giant Growth, you're 4/4 whip, you're completely mistaken with what the point of these instant spells are. The point of them is as combat tricks. This is when my 3/3 blocks your 4/4, and then out of nowhere mine survives the attack. That's what Giant Growth is for. Versatility. Shock was for if I had a mana left and she targeted him with Mark of the Vampire, I'd kill her creature first. But I didn't realize I was so unfortunate that I was tapped out with my 4/4. Which is interesting, because that's like saying that I'm a blue deck with counterspells, which I'm not. But, you know, in this case, yeah, Shock technically would be a counterspell. A counter to her Mark of the Vampire, which is currently has me at half health. Now that guy has an enter the battlefield ability that I cannot stop no matter what I do. But what I really could do would be play Shock now and kill her creature. But why would I do that when I can drop either Shivan Vampire, no, Shivan Dragon, a 5/5 flyer, or Yavimaya Worm? Which one is it? Facing at least 6 damage next turn. In the air. If she plays another Blood Hunter Bat, I'm dead. Because I can't stop flyers. But what are the chances? She has 4 cards in her hands. What are the chances of her having a third one? What are the chances? If I take 6 now, I have to play the dragon. I'm calculating in my head. If I take 6 now, I could just take 2 from that bat and then I'm dead. And we can't have that, ever. And I can't block her guys even if I wanted to, so we're attacking. Yeah, here's the point. If I took 6 from those guys right now, left me at 2 life, and then I dropped the Shivan Vampire, or the Shivan Dragon, I'd only be able to block one of her dudes the next turn, and I'd still die. Even if I could shock the smaller one, there's still 2 creatures. This does leave my Shivan Dragon vulnerable if she plays Murder, or like anything that kills a creature, and in black, you know they're packing. There we go. Sengir Vampire, a bigger 4/4. I'm assuming she's not going to attack me with either. However, attacking me with both would be horrible. Okay. It all comes down to this, Fwip. What do you do? 5/5 versus those guys. Terramorphic. Activate for a mountain first, because there's no reason not to do that, ever. Thins the deck out, so I have less possibility of drawing a land on the next turn. I mean, there's one less in the deck, right? Sounds silly, but, you know, the pros have always said that that's a good thing. Destructive Force will just straight up kill me. She's at freaking 24 life. Let's picture it like this. If I attack now, I take 8 and die. Yeah. Okay. In that case, we ain't attacking this turn. Probably should have attacked with the 4/4. Because in... Oh, yeah. Yeah, I should have. Okay. A draw Scorpion is the reason why I am now upset at me for not attacking. Like I said, 1/3s with Death Touch that you're not going to want to run into. A Ravenous Rats. That's going to make me discard... what? Honestly... Shock. Not Giant Growth, not Yavimaya Worm. I know what happened last time. It's going to be Shock. Seems dumb, but honestly, with this point, the only thing I'm thinking is... maybe Destructive Force will actually allow me to win. Could drop Yavimaya Worm. But that's only something she can kill and reanimate. With 2 cards in her hand? Maybe not. I'll play a 6/4. Leaving 1 mana open for Giant Growth now, actually. I forgot about that. Terramorphic added up. You know what? I'll run into you with the Baloth. I know it's a terrible idea. You're going to block me with the Scorpion. But if you don't block me with the Scorpion, or if you do, that guy's gone. Right? What do you got? Another Scorpion? Probably. But I have a 6/4. A 6/4 trample, mind you. And if I draw something like my overrun spell... yeah, now she uses Rise from the Grave and takes... what, the Scorpion back? No! Another bat! Ah, oh, darn it. I'm in trouble, but I have 3 Giant Growth spells and a Yavimaya Worm. And I can play Destructive Force. Destructive Force would kill everything on the field. I need 2 more lands to not kill myself with this spell. It's suicide. It's suicide in a can. That's what Destructive Force is. That's the worst part. Because it costs 7, right? And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exactly 7. This is bad. I could, like, double Giant Growth my dude. I'm looking at 6 in the air here. That's the scary part. Look at this. Look at this. There's 4 here. There's 4 here. And there's another 2 here. And that's why I need to attack with everything, because it's all gonna die anyway. Because she put me at 6 by bringing back Bloodhunter Bat. I was at 8. I couldn't stop that. When it was 2 creatures, I was fine. And now I'm just over. I'm sorry, Vess, but this is what it comes down to. This is probably the worst decision I've ever had to make. I'm gonna leave myself at 1 life. But ahead in lands. Okay. I wonder why Sengir Vampire survived that encounter. And why she took 5. But honestly, there's nothing I can do but play Destructive Force. I apologize for the horrible thing I'm about to commit. Everything but 2 lands on my side of the field. Well, Vess, you can't play anything without any land. Oh, yeah, so why don't you drop a Tormented Soul, probably, if my luck holds out. I draw a 5-mana creature. I'm screwed. This game just got really one-sided. You with 29, me with nothing. You with infinite land drops and something that gives you life every time you draw one. Alright. What am I hoping for? Anything. God, I'm dead. Why are you still watching this video? Honestly, I could play Acidic Slime if I get 1 more land drop. Blow up her 3rd land drop, because she's obviously got that now. And then I've actually got a chance, maybe, because I doubt she'll be able to play anything if she hasn't already. Okay, I drew Plummet, so if she gets her 3-mana Nighthawk, which she might well get, I'm good. I drew Active Treason. Another stall tactic. Surprised Destructive Force didn't deal 5 damage to both players. Oh, good. Sign in Blood. So that she can draw... Oh! On me? Why would you target me? That's the weirdest thing ever. Now she just wants to kill me with direct damage, right? Well, Marauding Maulhorn will make something special happen. But I'm gonna go with play you and blow up your freaking land. Because the best thing I can think of is, if I've won, it's because you've got no endgame with this many cards gone. I could have broken her scepter, stopped her life gain. But if I can keep her at 3 lands, I think I've got a good shot at this now. Now, I said don't play 3 giant growths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It would be 11 if I did something stupid like that. But we're going to go for bigger spells here. Go with the 5-3. You know what? I have 6 cards in my hand. But I don't want to use Giant Growth just yet until it guarantees me a victory. Because these spells, they got potential here. I'm not out yet. I'm at 4 life. I mean, she's willing to sign in blood me to get me closer to death. That's ridiculous. I've got more spells now than she can shake her staff at. You know what? I'm going for it. Giant Growth on him. Yeah, I don't know if Murder's an instant, but last time I checked, I haven't seen any instant speed kill spells yet. So this is a fair chunk of life gone. I'd be really, really surprised if I won this. But I'm really hopeful. She assassinates my 5-3. That's fair. You've got nothing else to play. You've got no cards. Pretty much. I'm doing good. If she had anything else, I'm going to drop... Oh, Young Pyromancer. Huh. Whenever you play an instant or sorcery spell, you get a 1/1 elemental token. Well, that means Giant Growthing my 4/4 here has a purpose. Now I get a free 1/1 creature. I don't want Active Treason yet. That would have no purpose other than giving my Pyromancer trample, which seems like a bad idea. Nope, the reason I have Active Treason right now is so as soon as she gets a blocker, another big punch in the face for me. I need to attrition this sucker out of life. I hope using my my special cards, as in those giant growths, won't come down to haunt me. What do you got? One other kill spell? Distress. Yeah, okay, so you can choose me to discard Active Treason, I'm guessing, or turn to Slag. Turn to Slag. Okay, fine. Get rid of my removal spell. Woo! Colonial Hydra! Oh, you are a nice little sucker. We're maxing out the X on you. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Combat, go. Attack with all. It's friggin' impossible to beat this deck. That's 9 damage right there. I'm at 4. It's never been closer. What do you think, guys? Are you rooting for the underdog here, which is me? Again, assassinate, blowing up my Bailoff. Yeah, okay, I can see it. What's the play after that, Vess? I've lost to you every single other time. I draw Flames of the Firebrand, deals 3 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Huh. Really? How about I choose you, you, and you again for 3? Yeah. You know, gives me another little token. How about that? Combat. How about we attack with all? Is it game? From nowhere? Oh my god, guys! I gotta say, it turns out Destructive Force has a reason for being in my deck! Oh my god, that is the hardest opponent I've ever played. We've unlocked a new booster pack in the sealed campaign. God, that's difficult. God, that was hard. Did you not notice that? Looks like Chandernay Lar is the next one, but actually, let's go to Deck Manager and bring up our new booster pack. So, we open! What's special in here? A very special white card. I'm playing red-green currently. Advocate of the Beast means that's not a bad 3-mana card. I got lots of beasts in my deck. Fire Servants, not that useful, but another 4/4 beast is interesting. Don't know how much I would put those into my deck. Actually, let's have a look right now. What's currently in my deck that's not working? Everything worked last time. I seem to have drawn the right amount of spells at the right time. Maybe even another Bailoff isn't a bad idea, but then I'm really heavy in green, aren't I? That's the catch, isn't it? Do I want to take out, say, Yavimaya Worm? Or Duskdale Worm? Which costs even more? I think I want to take out the Duskdale Worm, because that's a pretty dead card. Alright, skipping over. Fire Servant was an interesting option as well. Oh gosh. Why don't we go with grabbing... I like having options here. Where is Fire Servant anyway? See, I took out Duskdale Worm. Find me all the red cards. There you are, Fire Servant. You are a 5-mana 4/3. If a red instant or sorcery you control. You're not totally special. But you could come into play. Why don't I add that for our next duel? I'll see you all next time.